Game Freak originally planned the fairy type long before X and Y, but it was scrapped twice because of design problems they couldn't solve. Let's go back. When Pokemon Gold and Silver were first being developed, Game Freak wanted to rebalance the crazy power levels from Gen 1. Psychic types were dominating everything, and Dark and Steel were added to keep them in check. But behind the scenes, designers actually proposed a third new type, Fairy. Fairy was meant to be the mythical spirit type, something soft, magical, and mysterious. But there were huge problems. First, the theme wasn't clear enough. Most Pokemon at the time didn't fit Fairy as a concept. Clefairy and Jigglypuff were the normal type, and Game Freak felt players didn't understand what the Fairy type Pokemon was supposed to be. And second, the mechanics didn't work. Fairy had no clear offensive role. Psychic was already strong, Ghost was weird, Dragon wasn't even considered as a possibility yet. So designers couldn't find a reason for Fairy to exist in the battle system. Eventually, the entire idea was dropped. Fast forward to Gen 3 and 4, and the Fairy type idea came back again. But this time, every test run caused massive type chart problems. Making Fairy strong against something made other types completely useless, and giving it weaknesses made it feel like a worse psychic type. Again, the idea was scrapped. Then came Gen 6. By this point, dragons had become the new overpowered monsters, and Game Freak finally had a reason to revive the Fairy type. They redesigned it from scratch, gave it a brand new identity, and rebuilt the type chart to make Fairy the perfect counter to dragons, fighting, and dark type. And this time it worked. That's why Fairy type feels so polished in modern Pokemon, because it wasn't created overnight. It was an idea that Game Freak tried, failed, threw out, and rebuilt. It was a long-lost idea that almost never happened.